Hello ladies, I'm back with the fourth 5 element challenge page, and this one came from Henriette. These are the 5 elements that she gave me. I've taken a photocopy of them because obviously I've got them ready to put on the page. So she has given me a bird, a butterfly on some music paper, this words to share, hearts that care. This was the front of the little card that she sent with it. A flower and a flower pot with 2 leaves. So I sat and thought about that and thought to myself, well, perhaps this one will be a theme of birds and words. And because it's a nature theme with the bird, I thought I'd do it on green paper. This doesn't look quite the same in real life. Mine is a really nice grassy green, but it's come out rather white looking on the video. But anyway, this is going to be my page, and I folded it in half. I can do a double spread because that gives you just a bit more flexibility. Now I want to make some pockets, and I'm going to do the same sort of pockets as I did before. So I've cut that in half, and now I'm going to cut it again. One side for the moment. So this is just the half size. I'm going to fold it up like that, and that will fit over here like so. First of all, I'm going to just make a little semicircular slit. This is my 1 inch cutter. So I can cut it about like so. Now I'm going to ink around the edges to give it a bit of definition. So it shows up a bit more. Do the bottom as well. And the sides. This is a really versatile pocket because you can use the back as well. Once it's fitted in, you can put things in the back and in the front, and you can add bits to here as well at the bottom. Okay. So I'll take that over to the sewing machine. I'll get that stitched in. So now I've stitched this big pocket in, and that's going to hold it fast. I prefer to stitch rather than stick the pockets in because very often the pockets do become unstuck over a period of time. So now we've got 3 slots. And now, keeping with the theme of words, I have here a library card, and I'm going to embellish that with the shapes that Henriette gave me of the flower and a flower pot. So I'll just stick a little bit of Hessian on here first. Hold that on. And now the flower pot. This has got a sticky bottom, but I prefer to put a little bit more on as I've got something else under here. I want to make sure it sticks. And now these, which I think they're supposed to be leaves. I'm not sure. But it's going to be a leaf anyway. If it wasn't before, it is now. And the flower. And lastly, I've got a word, and the word is love. We've had the most gorgeous day here today, and I went into town for the first time in ages. And I had my lunch out, which was even more delightful. But we were the only ones in there, Larry and I. It's the hotel that we like to go to lunch in the centre of the town. And so we booked up yesterday to make sure we got a seat, but we needn't have bothered because we were the only ones in there. That looks rather nice, doesn't it? I wonder if I've got anything for the centre of the flower. It needs something, I think, but I've got a feeling I may not have just what I will need, because all of these are different sort of autumny colours. I have, however, got some blue ones in here. Maybe a light blue one would be good. Not the dark blue, it's the wrong blue, isn't it? So maybe that one. What do you think? I think blue, yes. I've got these little tiny diddy foam pads. now I've just got to think of an author and a name of a bird book to put in there, and then I've covered the birds and the words on this piece of ephemera. I'll put a piece of bling in there, I think. I'm happy with that. So, they can go back in the box. And I will come back and do the next thing soon. Right, so I've put the little piece of bling on the flower, and apart from the name on there, I think that one's done. So now I'm going to turn my attention to a pocket for this side of the page. And for that I've taken another piece of the green and I've drawn a line across there like that so I can fit the pocket on. I like my pockets to leave about 1.5 inches on the right hand side so that I can stitch that down. It gives it just that bit extra sturdiness so that it doesn't, you don't have the point right in the corner there. So I prefer it like that, and also a little bit extra depth. Now I'm going to cut through the 2 layers. Because this pocket is going to go on to the other side as well, like that. So there will be a pocket on this side too. And now I'm going to stitch along here, along the bottom and up the side. And that will make it extra sturdy. So I'll go and do that and then I'll be back. So I've inked around the edges and I've fitted the pocket on both sides, just slotted it on, and then I've stitched around the corners. This is a very neat edge obviously because it's folded. And so the next thing is I've got a piece of lace here and I'm going to fit that on there. I've cut it already, so just got to glue along the line. That should be enough. A little bit too long, so I'll have to trim it, but I'll wait till it's dry so I don't pull it off. Meantime, I've put a name on here on the library card, the Observer's Book of Birds' Eggs, which is this little book. And these little books are wonderful for junk journaling. This one I think was printed in 1965, at which time it was 6 shillings. It was still in pounds, shillings and pence then. There's a whole series of these books, as you can see. They're all very interesting and they're all very done. Now, there's lovely pictures. Some are coloured, some are black and white. And if you release the pages from the book, you can use those in your junk journal whenever you think it's time. For a bird journal, that would be ideal, wouldn't it? I've got several of them. I haven't got a lot, just a few. And back in the day, I did actually use them for study. So now back with the words. We've got the birds and now the words. I'm going to put this piece here with memories in the corner so I can make it a tuck spot. So holding the side that you're not going to stick. We've just had a lovely shower of rain. It's been hot all day, which is quite a shock after all the cold weather we've had lately. But it was up to 26 degrees today, Celsius, and it was a really lovely day. And then it got a bit humid. And now we've had the shower, and that's broken the humidity, and it's really pleasant out there now. The cat came in all wet, and I had to dry him off. I think he must have got caught out in a shower. Right, so while that's drying, I've used this other piece of the page, which I'm going to slot in here. That's for writing on. And then I found a lovely picture of a bird, which I think Melissa gave to me. So I'm going to put that in there. I'm just peeking out. Then these two pieces were part of the 5 elements. So I'm going to slot those in there. I found a pretty envelope, also with birds on. Little card, that looks like one of Artie Mays's creations, doesn't it? So I'm going to use that. Might get it in the envelope properly. Slot that over there. And then the bingo sheet I shall put in here. Like so. And now I'm going to have another look and see what else I can find. This grocery list was one of the 5 elements. And so I'm going to pop that in there. Because although it's green and that picks up the green here, it doesn't really go in any other way. I found one of these cards, journaling cards, so I'm going to pop that there. Here's the lovely little bird that Henriette sent me, so he's going to go in there. Like so. Then here's the bingo list. I'm popping that in there. And I found some little flowers, which I thought would look nice there. So let's stick them on. This is the beauty of collecting a stash of things that you can use later on, isn't it? You may not want them straight away, but there will come a time when you do want them. And because we're going with words, I'm going to put this little tag here. So I rather like that. I'll have an opening at the bottom this time. So then if you wanted to, you could stick something underneath. Got a little word joy, which I'm going to put here. I've cut that out, and I've inked around the edges. And now it just remains for the flower card, which I'm going to put there. And that's my page completed. I do hope you've enjoyed watching the process. If you have, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you wish to see what I do next. And once again, I'm looking forward to seeing what you all do with your 5 elements. Bye bye for now.